Welcome back. Now, Eskom says it's battling to keep the lights on as the electricity demand is increasing. The utility says there's a deficit between demand and available generation capacity. Currently, South Africa is on stage 2 rolling blackouts. The power cuts are expected to last until Monday. Eskom says it's doing all it can to mediate the situation.
So tonight for peak, we anticipate a demand of just over 30,000 megawatts, 30,603 to be precise. So you can see the evening peak demand starting to tick up as colder temperatures approach. And we have available, including our open cycle gas turbines, 29,004 megawatts. And what that means, of course, is that we have a deficit between demand and our available generation capacity, and hence the reason for us to have to implement stage 2 load shedding because of that shortfall in generation capacity. Obviously, also bearing in mind that we do not wish to deplete all of our reserves in continuously meeting excess demand, because then we know that we will run out of diesel to fire our open cycle gas turbines at Ankerlig and Gerikwa, and we will also run out of capacity at our pumped storage systems. And these are very important backup systems in order to prevent the far worse scenario of a total system blackout. So again, with the current state of our generation fleet, we are unable to meet demand. We have to protect our reserves, and in order to do so, we therefore have to implement load shedding stage 2. We are working very hard to return units to service.
Now, the power utility COO, Jan Oberholzer, has apologized for the implementation of stage 2 blackouts. Speaking during a media briefing a little earlier, he explained the reasons behind the power cuts. Oberholzer says generator breakdowns and the tripping of units resulted in Eskom failing to meet the country's demand for electricity.
Well, over the long weekend, just behind us now, when the demand for electricity is lower than normal, we took the opportunity to take some large generators out of service to do minor repairs on them, as well as to address some running defects, typically the partial load losses that we always refer to. Now, on Saturday, the 30th of April, was relatively a quiet day on the system, with 2 units tripping, being Arnold 3 and Duva 4, both of which have returned since then. On Sunday, 4 units tripped. Matla 5, it was Kusile 2, it was Matimba 2 and Duva 1. Now, all 4 units returned to service by Monday midday. However, on Monday during the day, we had 8 units tripping. So being Tuka 6, Letabu 4, Endrina 5 and 7, Ingula 4 and 2, and then Matla 1 and 5. Now, that removed a capacity of 3,300 megawatts from the power. Now, as we speak, only Ingula 2 has returned to service.